Hey, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and I'm here to do this video. Clearly this is not a scheduled video. I am not beat, okay? My hair is not, none of that. I've been on YouTube now for almost 5 years, and I can count on one hand the times that I've had to get out of my bed and make a video, but this is one of those times. I just wanted to share something with you guys. When my husband and I first got together, we were living in his father's basement. We didn't really have much, and that's all we had, and so we lived there and we saved our little coins together, and we finally got our first place. Our first place was 80 something years old. I believe our first house was 86 years old. We were renting it. It was huge. It was over, I think it was 6,000 square feet. It's crazy huge. It used to be an old school. Okay, don't let it sound sexy and amazing, because it was none of that, but we were grateful for it. It was so big that we couldn't even afford to heat it in the dead of winter. We had so little money that we couldn't afford. It had like a hot water tank in the backyard that you could use to, give you hot water. You had to pay money. It was crazy because it was so old school, but we couldn't even afford hot showers back then. So I remember us taking our little icy showers and just like still being happy and still being grateful because we were finally on our own. We had our own place. We were no longer living in his father's basement. And from there we moved and moved and moved until we're finally here 10 years later. This is our home. I'm not going to give you the details about this home because just know that I'm grateful for it, and it is a much better situation, and this is our house. The reason why I wanted to share all that with you, because I feel like, especially around this time of year, people are always looking at what other people have. You see people's glory, but you don't know their story. Now, I thought that I would share a little bit of my story with you so you guys can see that people don't just wake up like this. Like, don't let Beyonce fool you. I didn't wake up like this, okay? It took a long time. It took a lot of cars breaking down on the side of the road. It took a lot of having cars with no heat, and the window doesn't work, and this doesn't work, and I'm praying that we pass the inspection for us to get our tags. It takes a lot. A lot of people won't share that side with you because they have too much pride, and they don't want to humble themselves to let you know that it wasn't always what you see now. But I'm willing to do that. A lot of us, this is the time of year where there are more suicides because they're not happy with where they are, and they're looking around and they're comparing themselves to other people. And I just want you to know that we have all had nothing at some point. Not all of us, but most of us, we've had nothing. We have had very little. We've had no Christmases. We've had no money. We've had our lights turned off. We've had all of those things. We've had no job. We've had no money. We've had to move back in with our parents. We've all been there. What you are going through is not new. What you are going through, there are other people who have gone through the exact same thing. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I want you to know that you are not alone. And you could be this close to things getting better. So don't commit suicide, don't quit, don't give up on life, don't get down on yourself. Especially not just because it's the holidays and you don't have a tree, and you don't have presents, you don't have a man, you don't have kids yet, all of your friends are married. There is no reason why you should give up on life. None. And I want you to look at somebody like me. I'm willing to make myself an example. Everybody has had tough times. I've had to move back home. I've had horrible cars that left me on the side of the road. I had to walk to work. I've lived in a hotel at some point. So when you see me in my beauty room, and you see me taking trips, and you see me doing these things, don't think that anybody never struggled. I want you to get that. Because I don't want you to compare yourself to me or anybody else, because I have been where a lot of you are. And a lot of people have been there. So I just wanted to say that because, like I said, I know this is the time of year where most people commit suicides and attempt to commit suicides and have thoughts of suicides. And I think it's because you look at other people and you think everybody's got it together but you. But a lot of us were where you are. But if you keep on fighting and striving and you don't give up, you can be where you want to be. But you'll never get there if you quit. And you'll never get there if you quit now. So if you've ever listened to anything that I ever say to you, don't give up. Sorry for crying. I love you guys. Do not quit. Do not give up.